Hey guys, my name is Sewage and welcome back to another episode of our isolated island here in City Skylines. Well, last episode, we fully extended the highway system right now. It goes all the way from the residential area, all the way up to our brand new industrial area, and we've got it going across the entry point for the ships coming into the middle of Wilson Island. Yes, it's looking very, very good right now. And vehicles are starting to use it, which is really, really handy. Now, today I want to accomplish at least 3 tasks. I want to first accomplish the brand new entryway for ships to get into the middle of Wilson Island. I want to accomplish a dedicated garbage area for the city, or what is of the city at the moment, and a water treatment plant. And what I mean by that is not a fully fledged one. Just a couple of basins so I stop polluting the sea with sewage, which is not good. So guys, if you do enjoy this, want to see more, please make sure you smash that like button down below. If you are new in here, make sure you do subscribe so you get notified when the next episodes do come out. But we are back. This is where we've got to so far. Now, we do have a couple of garbage issues, and yes, I am going to start clumping a bunch of garbage kind of close by in one area for this industrial area, but don't worry. Eventually, I'll stick another one over on this side, and then we'll have great distribution. I got to get rid of all this sewage being dumped in the water right now, which is why I want to drop a couple of basins, but I want to kind of set up a dedicated area for both the garbage and the water treatment, and then I'll eventually expand on it as time goes on, because as I choke, I don't have the funds to build a good system for both. So we're just going to kind of start nice and simple. Here, I want to do another entryway like we've got over here for the ships coming in. And I want to try and replicate it where the quay wall doesn't go all the way. We've got a little bit of sand either side, and then it's kind of chug along through. And eventually this bridge will go completely over it, which I'm quite excited about. So before we jump into it, guys, then please smash the like button down below. If you're new in here, make sure you do subscribe so you get notified when episodes come out. So right now, let's take a look at our garbage first. This is what we have for garbage in the city. 3 small recycling centres. Now, I want to get it kind of over here around this area because they can jump out straight down this road onto a roundabout. They can skedaddle to wherever they need to get to in the city a whole lot quicker. So I think this will be a good area for it. And the closer to the actual road itself to reduce traffic, we might do some of the sewage treatment or something like that. But this is where we're going to build it. So let's go. Is this rural style roads or is this industrial style roads? I think it's rural, isn't it? Let me kind of go off it by another 10. Yes. So bring this down by 30. I'm going to kind of push this down a bit. Bring it down by 10. And then bring it down again. There we go. So I'm going to delete this road here. And I'm going to go across by another 30 straight down. Right, reason for it is I'm going to bring this in by 10. Bring this in by 10. And then we're going to create a bunch of little garbage recycling centres, I should say, here. And it'll funnel out this way. So we can kind of keep this road that connects to the 4-lane road a little bit more free than usual as vehicles pass through. And then we'll try and get some large recycling centres on this side as well. Now, for the sewage, I think I might just place it on this side, to be honest with you. I've gone out for 25 there, believe it or not. So I could kind of do the same if I wanted to, 25. But I feel like that's a little bit too much, to be honest with you. Because I can kind of connect to this whole section here. I can go and buy an 11. So, and then... Alright, not get it too connected to there. So I'm kind of keeping this junction here quite free. Run this down to a... Let me do it for this side instead. 20. Right, I'm just thinking of the best way in which we could... extend and expand this. Let me get the grid snapping off. No, it's not that. Is it the road guidelines? Yes. Right, I just want to try and figure something else first. So I could do it like this, which wouldn't be too bad. That road can blitz through down to here. and then I can connect it up. That can just finalize going across there, and that could finalize going across here. So we kind of have these outer rectangles within the big inner ones. And on these ones then, if I put all this back, we should then have the ability to go up by 10. So very reminiscent of what we've just done in the garbage area. Come out by 10 like this. And we should be able to drop a couple of basins in the inner side, surrounded by more industrial areas. Right. Interesting. Very interesting. So with all that said, I'm first gonna move my current garbage over here. So let me just kind of pause it, because we're gonna cause some issues right now anyway. So I wonder, I might have to extend that road a little bit further up, looking at it right now. So drop a little, these small little recycling plants down. So get them all over here, so they're more kind of localized to the area. Just there. And if I was to place another one down, I can't get it just there. So I do need to slightly extend a little bit more. So if I go up by 3, is 3 enough to get another one on? It is. Now, there are only 16,000 big ones. So we'll drop there, there, and there. So I've now literally doubled my garbage processing capabilities. Which is still not really a lot in the grand scheme of things. It's still not really a lot for what I actually need. Kind of cover that over a little bit more there. In terms of power, we'll just bring this over to here. So yeah, so in terms of garbage then, it puts us into the yellow. Not amazing, but it definitely puts us into almost capacity. Now, once I can afford it, we'll drop some large ones down, but these will be kind of like a good start to begin with. Look at the amount of vehicles it's now pumping out. So these are now going to, you know, skedoodle around the city. Now, obviously, I completely understand that it's not a good idea to have them all clumped up in one area, and you kind of need them all spaced out. I understand that. But as soon as I cut this off here, this is going to become its own little island. And I'll just hop onto the highway, pick it all up on the way back. And then when I build another industrial area over on this side, we'll drop another one there. So it'll be evenly spaced out and distributed through the island, which will be perfect. Now, these are going to be complaining about a lot of garbage right now, because me moving the garbage plant would have kind of messed up some of the routes of some of the vehicles and despawned some, but some get to stay out, like this truck now going around. So, are we seeing a bunch of them now hitting the road, the highway? There's a couple on the way down, boys. There's a couple more here as well. And there's loads now all pumping out. They're all hitting exactly what I wanted them to do. This is perfect. Perfect, he says. So let's do some basins right now. How expensive are these, by the way? 10,000 big ones. So these fit perfectly within here. Like that. And then I've just got to then figure out the U shape to kind of then bring it all together. So if I drop down 1, 2, there, and they are, let me just get this right, about an 8. So that would be a 2. So if I go by a, what is it? Is it a 6? Let me just try a 6. I know it's really close to the edge, but don't worry about that, because vehicles aren't technically going to run through it. Oh, I've done it again, haven't I? I'm going to go right up to it there. I'm hoping that is the spacing I need. Yes. So I'll drop that one just there. So, am I thinking, you're saying this looks low-key kind of weird right now? But trust me, this is perfect. This here is going to be such a kind of a unique kind of point to this industrial area. So we're going to need power, obviously. So bringing that to over here, that's going to make my sewage pumping capabilities really, really good. And them 3 alone might see us for quite some time. It means I can then start pumping the sewage into the water. So by getting rid of those, my capacity is so freaking high for sewage right now. And now all of a sudden, I'm no longer polluting the water. This is already amazing. So these areas will kind of build upon them and grow upon them as time goes on. The garbage trucks are only just making their way to the neighborhood right now, the residential area. So they'll slowly start picking up all the garbage, and then all those issues have then disappeared. This is exciting, boys. This is very exciting. So while we let the city just do what it needs to do, we're going to work on key walling this off. Now, I think what I'll do, I'm going to utilize this as being the wall, coming out and then stopping there. We'll kind of make it bend outwards. And then we'll use the parallel tool to kind of replicate it so it's equal spacing. And then we'll just kind of sweetly fine-tune it. He says, with no confidence. So bring this down to here. So that kind of continues with there, which allows me to have the full zonable grid to work with if I wanted to. I don't know if I kind of will, but it gives me the ability to do so. And then I reckon I come out by... What's that? Okay, another 20, so you get to keep the straight-lined highway coming in. Then I reckon I'm just going to freehand it. What do you reckon? Like this as a simple bend? Going out? I reckon that would be fine. That would be fine. So I just want to make sure everything is all at the correct height. So I'm going to select this node here to be aligned to this object height just there. We're going to make sure that this node here is aligned to this object height here. It might not change much, but we're just going to make sure it's all there nonetheless. And then get rid of all of this. And like I said, it might be okay anyway, but I just want to double check, triple check that all of this is level. Yes, okay, we're all good. We're going to be all good. So we're going to use then the... Let me bring this back up. The key wall. I want to be able to parallel it. Parallel it. And we'll start from here for that one. Obviously all the way down to here. Now, is that on road or is that on key wall? I don't know how you tell, to be honest with you. Alright, we'll go to there, yeah. It's a key wall, isn't it? Yeah. So, oh, that's a point. What was the spacing I had here? Oh, snap. Hold on. Hold on. There was a way I did this. I've done this for the grid. And then that there. That there to there is a 60. So if I anarchy this as a 60. Alright, there we go. Okay, so, okay, I kind of get it. I kind of get it. Right, there to there. See, now that's on road. That's not what I want. The pain, boys. The pain I'm going through right now. I'm so foolish. Right, so there. Flip it round. And then, obviously, we need to increase the spacing. What do you reckon? About here? About there? 390? Right, let me check the spacing gap there. Or 380. Right. We're on 390. Let me add that in. Okay, no. 380. I reckon it's about a 380 I need then. So there to there. Pump it all up. Come on, boys. Come on. Pump it all up. Don't you know? Pump it up. 380. So then, you get the 4 in. Oh, no. It's got a bit of a lip I don't like. Will he ever be happy with what he's doing right now? The answer is going to be no at this point, isn't it? Right. Back to 380. I'll do 385. 385. Ha ha! Alright, that is close. I'll take it. I'll take it. So, right. I'll be happy with this. I'm just, for the purpose of getting this all set up, going to run this down to here. And I can bring this a tad further out to here. That's where it all starts to bend, right? Yeah, that's where it all starts to bend. So that's the straightest bit I've got before the key wall does start to then kind of curve. Very good, sir. Very good, sir. Very good, sir. And we are then going to select you to be the object height of you. Is this all the same level? Because it feels really low. You be the same object height of you. I'm sure we'll find out anyway. And then I'm just going to... I might have to bring this one down, to be honest with you. Right, slight change, but I feel like I'm going to have to drop that down anyway as I end the key wall off. So, bringing this to about... Well, about 15. How did I do it over here? Yeah. That's fine by me. Ending these as they are right now is also fine by me. It's just then digging down the dirt and then inverting the segments of where I need to. Will flooding get caused again? Who knows? Who knows? So brush size slightly larger. We'll use the same depth we've got over here right now. So going in. So it ain't too bad. It ain't too bad right now. So pushing this back. We'll handle all the edges. We definitely have to invert quite a few segments. I believe it goes to that line, doesn't it? Yeah. And I'm going to have to smoothen it all off so I can get the sand in. There we go, there we go, there we go. So let's first invert the segments that I need to invert. Here we go. So obviously you. There we go. All good on this side. All good on that side. Yep. Pretty much all of this needs to be inverted. That's kind of crazy, isn't it? And they're all done as well. So then, obviously I want to create a little bit of a sand like bank there. So we're going to smoothen the edges off. Not by too much, you know what I mean. Just enough to kind of allow us to see some sand. So bringing this out. And we've got to get rid of all the trees. And then we've got to do the ship path as well. So hopefully that's not too much of an epic. Now the sound's going to be interesting here because obviously we go in against the harbour wall. So we're going to have to kind of bring this slightly out a little bit. Don't you know, pump it up. That's the only song going through my head right now. So some bits will be wider than others, but that is the general consensus that we've got going on. Right, brush size, bring it up to get rid of all the trees. Goodbye, trees, goodbye. And how does it truly end with these key walls? Okay. We might need to kind of lower them slightly. Yep, that's fine by me. Slow ever so slightly. That's fine by me. Same on this side. Very good, very good. I reckon we can get away with that. Now, the land does feel a lot higher on this side compared to over here. So, it's naturally going to feel slightly different. We're going to sand this all off. So, where's my sandiness? Right, again, how did I do it? I sanded the whole thing, didn't I? Yeah. That's what I've done. He's only gone and sanded the old run. So do this, and then we kind of then sand the edges. And then we'll have to do a little bit more smoothing him. To get the full extent of the area. Right, don't worry about the tops that I got sand on. I'll get rid of those in just a minute. But I'm hoping this is now wide enough for a cargo ship to sail down. Look at this, I've got now another entry point. I've now all of a sudden created a separate island. How cool is this now looking? Damn, boy! Wilson be angry right now. Also, I just realised something. The sewage was Wilson's hair. You got his eyes, his mouth. That was his hair. This now looks like an ear. You know what I mean? The top of his head is now exploded with knowledge. And I don't know what this is. You know, that's like... It's his worm body. It's really weird. It's really weird, but it's kind of hilarious at the same time. Right, is it wide enough now to get a shipping path coming through? So ship pathway, yes, it should be. It should be. Oh yeah, it's plenty wide enough. Oh, hold on, let me redo this. Because I know when we get the bridge over... Ooh. I've got to try and get it as close to one side as I possibly can. Gotta wait for the tide to go out there, you see that? So I originally had it set to go here. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, how the tables turn. Right, so... That'll be fine by me. So hopefully it's off-center to the right a bit. So when I do the bridge going across, the big standstill, you want to call it the centerpiece that goes in the water, is not within the ferry way like I've got over here. Hopefully, anyway. Hopefully. So this one, it's not as deep as the other one. Now I could also at the same time push it back, but you do run the issue of kind of creating the cliff edges. You know what I mean? Which ain't a bad thing, but it's not what I'm trying to accomplish. But I can smoothen them out a bit more. It's just this side's really high compared to the other one, so you're gonna naturally get something like this happening. So yeah. Oh, and the first ship is now using it. Look at that. Let's go. I'm quite impressed. I'm not gonna lie, I'm quite impressed. So hopefully when the sewage water's disappeared, this thing look really, really good. So, not too shabby, boys. Not too shabby. Right then, so let's try and grow the island a little bit more then. Let's try and get some more. We got a nice big residential growth. Let's try and squeeze all this in. So we're going to go right up to there. Going to get all this area in as well. A bunch of beachfront properties or overlooking the sea area all in. Let's just quickly cancel all this real quick. So that's going to go over to that way anyway. Don't need that in there. Can pretty much now zone all of this. There we go. The bit. Oh, actually, cancel all this here. Is there room for me to maybe extend and expand a little bit more? Because I can run this down to about there, and I can create almost like a pier area here at some point, and then do the same just here. So we have these little points where it kind of leads out over the road slightly. Over the beach. And kind of ends like that. I'll do that one there and then bring that to there. I could then pick certain points. If I go for a 15 there. 15-ish there. Gonna delete you. Delete you. Right, this is gonna be interesting. So we'll get that to there. We'll paint all these in residential. There we go. Just make sure it doesn't go to that one. And we'll do something interesting with this. We'll definitely do something interesting with it as the land all slowly like frails away. So that all covers the water. We don't have all the water over here. There we go. Play mode. So that'll bring a bunch of residential now in. Exciting. So our population's only at 5,000. It's actually quite low. I didn't realize it was this low. Which is interesting. Oh, okay, so maybe I do need the power. Yeah, the power does not connect. Oopsie. I made a oopsie. Right. That's some commercial there. I wonder if I can spend that commercial demand just here. So I'm trying to figure out if is it possible to kind of get it to kind of connect over, but I don't really want to get too close to the highway, so I'll just do this for now. We'll just do that for now. So we're all connected back up. Everyone's got the power. Everyone's got the power, boys. Very good. Very good. So yeah, the cargo ships can go through. It isn't too shabby, is it? It feels quite shallow. I don't know about you, but it does feel quite shallow. It is the same level as this. So let me just double check. That's at 6.34. That's at... Do you know what? It's not perfect. And how much deeper would it go? I mean, you don't even notice it. I can maybe go down to 0.5 to create like a little bit more of a deeper trench. But yeah, you don't really fully notice it too much. But it's all good, boys. It's all good. So those residential demands now growing. Well, being spent, should I say. Have a little bit of a fast forward now. So we've got $2 grand a week that we're now kind of making. And that number should slowly rise. And I feel like we're going to have to invest more into education and, like, you know, policing, healthcare, deathcare, fire. More and more very soon. So yeah, that's completely spending that that demand. So I don't believe or don't feel like I have enough commercial in. Oh no, I got a big chunk of commercial over here as well. So same with this. We're going to have like some type of a pier thing down there. Maybe do a additional one here as well. Maybe go across with one more 10 zoning just there. Actually, I should do it on this one. Because the way the road runs, that runs to there. That comes from there. I can then squeeze down some more commercial. Spend those demands. We have the water. Very good. We're going in the right direction, boys. Okay, the sewage is slowly disappearing. It's slowly disappearing right now. Which is real good. So, do I have any education down? I have one elementary school. So, we're going to build a secondary elementary school right now. And I'm going to pull it by the park entrance just here. And we're going to need another one. Even though we've got the capacity for it, I think with all these additional peeps moving in, I might need one over here at some point. But it is 25 big ones. No, it's only... Oh, no, it's only 10 big ones for this. What about... Okay, we definitely need a high school. Which I'm going to drop just there. Got a nice little high school in. All good. All good, boys. So, we've got to get back in to making money. We've got to get back into the process of making money, which will come with more expansions and stuff like that. Just, you know, continuing the growth, we'll eventually get those all in. I don't know if we need to then now think about building some type of an industry, because building an industry is very, very expensive. And yeah, it can make you some decent cash, but it's a case of you got to pull out a lot of money to make that good cash. So I might have to kind of rest easy for a little bit. I mean, we're making nearly 4,000 a week, so I can't complain too much, right? I can't complain too much. I'm only just getting people educated, so you gotta give it a bit of time, boys. Gotta give it a bit of time. But this is looking good already. So we can expand on our industries. We gotta think about public transport at some point as well. So we'll eventually expand upon our industries. We have to definitely think about doing some type of a actual industry for making money. Not quite sure what it would be just yet. No. And just getting more growth situated around will be a big thing as well. So as the neighborhoods do expand, we can definitely like bring this road down. So that'll be down to an 80. I can bring it to a 70 there to connect in. Come up by another 20, and then all of a sudden we've now got suburbs. If I can get the zoning right. We have suburbs, boys. We have the suburbs. It's like middle America right now, isn't it? Look at us go. Who would have thought it? Not me. Now I'm thinking here, we switch it up and go this way instead. Just so it's less... Actually, I might do it on all of it. It's less connections run into this road here, which is one of the main routes out. I'm creating less stop and start, like how there is going down this way. So it just kind of frees it up a little bit. And creating those wider gaps, which means when we kind of bend round to kind of filter it onto this, we can do some cool little bends and stuff like that. So We'll do a connection to this road here. Connection there, and obviously a connection here. But we'll run these going up this way. And I might then just get rid of you to connect into there. Cancel that off. As it all then slowly changes. Might do it to this one as well. Oh, there's some industrial there. What's going on? Right, so that's not perfectly set over, but it is what it is. D-zone. And now we have this nice big format that we can now grow in. So the main routes, even though you don't really see them as a main route, like this road here, becomes more efficient with less connections. The big 4-lane road becomes more efficient with less connections on it. So this is how it all works out in the long run. So obviously bring in, I mean, not really going to do much, that water pipe there, but there we go. There to there. We'll just kind of cover it quite nice. We've got some commercial there. Now we'll drop some commercial running along here. Like that as a nice big complexed area. And then we're just going to literally cover all this as these Middle America style suburbs. Like that. That's literally how we're going to cover it all up. I was going to bring that there to there. That should still be technically all connected. These will eventually bridge the gap in just a moment. But we're going to be needing more policing, more fire, more medical, everything. And I think we need to start saving up for the large buildings rather than just placing down the smaller ones. That's kind of what we need to do. Now this power, like I said, it will eventually connect, but it can kind of help us out slightly. But it's growing. The connection will take place in just a moment. I can feel it! I can feel that connection taking place in just a moment. Come on, boys, connect. There we go. That one's now connected there. So we're just waiting for that commercial section to connect. Oh, it's gonna... I can feel it happening. They're gonna touch in just a minute, boys. Come on. One more building. There we go. We're now all connected. So that's going to bring me big tax money. Like, I'm now up to 6,500 big ones a week. Look at us go. We got a nice little system on our hands. Oh, we need more water? We need more water. So we currently have these little water towers, which again, when I figure out how I'm going to build my water treatment plant, we can definitely get more stuff in to kind of be able to handle it all. But yeah, we need some policing over here right now. We're definitely going to have to now save up for the larger buildings for all of our services and utilities. That's what we're working towards in the next coming episodes. But I think we made some decent progress, guys. Our small little isolated island is now starting to have a little bit of structure. We've got our highway tearing through. We've got the inlets and outlets for the cargo ships to get in. We're able to import and export goods, which is really good to see as well. We're now starting to grow. We got some suburbs on the scene. I think we're ready for a little bit of public transport at some point. So it's all tickety-boo. And I think we're going to be climbing on the way to 10,000 residents very soon as well. But for now, guys, we're going to end it here. Hope you did enjoy this. If you did, smash the like button down below. But until next time, I see you all soon. So, goodbye.